Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of The Cali Effect, and today we're going to be telling you guys how Konami has been screwing over your wallet for the past couple of years, and also why they like screwing over your wallet for X amount of time. For the people that did not know, is the evolution of the ban list and why not only the forbidden list that we have received wasn't an emergency ban list, but was a completely timed strategic way for Konami to dig inside of your pockets and be like, hey, I know you like those cards, but fuck you. But most importantly, let's talk about the olden days. Everybody likes talking about the olden days with Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was young and scrubs were kind of hard to figure out because everybody played Dark Magician and Blue Eyes White Dragon. I mean, come on, let's not play. Come on, seriously. You played Dark Magician, you played Blue Eyes, you couldn't afford a Mirror Force. Be honest with you guys. And this was during the time, in a 6-month span, we would receive forbidden lists. That's right, and we would actually have a dated list. I know you new guys are like, wait, what the fuck? This used to be a thing? Not only that, I'm going to tell you some more sauce. Our list used to coincide with the OCG Forbidden list. Now, for the people that don't know what OCG or official or original card game means, it is the Japanese cards located in the Japan area, whereas we are the TCG and we're the English cards, or the German cards, or the Italian cards, or anything that uses the English alphabet. All right, you're practically TCG. Now things did change in September 2013. I grew 1 year older, and you guys are like, damn, TheCaliEffect, you a sav. But I'm pretty sure the most important thing you guys are here for is that is the time when we received a different list from the OCG players. And I know there were so many conspiracy theorists from 2003 to 2013 that were like, we're gonna get a different list, watch, because we would always get the OCG list first and then it would be confirmed for the TCG list. So if you guys have ever had to give a bum down the street some money because he predicted something right, I'm still, holding out on the bum down my street because he's saying the Rapture's coming, and I'm like, but he probably predicted this list right too, so who am I to say? Now, this was thought to fix problematic cards in the TCG, or for the TCG before they hit shores from the OCG. TCG exclusives also became more playable, such as Cosmos, Tour Guide from the Underworld, where the OCG received, or we would receive imports from the OCG, which is basically their exclusives. Cards that we wouldn't get right away, such as Minerva, Wind Witches, Frightfurs, and Pendulum Magician. If you guys think about it, we're just receiving Minerva in a widely printed set. Think about how old Minerva is. Go ahead and wait and think about that. Yeah, you can riot now. Roughly around January 2014, we started to receive lists every 3 to 4 months, and this was normally to coincide with set releases. Normally, Konami would get the lube before they decided to wreck you, ahead of time. They'd be like, oh, that list coming up. That deck you thought you were playing? Oh, yeah. But then again, we did deal with Shadows, Necros, Cleefort, and Burning Abyss for the entirety of 2014. And while I wasn't complaining, I know there were some scrubs in the back that hated that. Say it one more time for the scrubs in the back. Y'all in the back? Y'all didn't like that format? Y'all didn't like 4 competitive decks? Aight. Now, this list was thought to keep busted cards in check, but made the game more volatile due to the sudden 3 to 4 month changes, or 3 to 4 changes every time a year. Now imagine, seriously guys, imagine buying a bag of chips, all right? And we know chips are not really perishable, they last for a long time. But imagine buying a bag full of chips and you're not a fat ass, so you're gonna eat some chips now and then roll it up and put it in for later. Now imagine 3 hours later, your chips taste like dog shit and stale food. Like, just imagine that. Seriously. That's how much the card game changed for us Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. And I don't blame the people that did decide to jump ship to Pokemon, but Shaman is one hell of a card, so let's not talk about that. In April 2016, we received an update with no time for another list. And this is what conspiracy theorists, they were like, we're never getting another list. Konami is going out of business. Hero Kishira, the Metal Gear Solid Boy. he was fired. Money is out of their mind. And while I laughed at him, I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll get a list in 3 to 4 months. You watch. The conspiracy theorists have definitely got 2 over the Cali effect to my 0. So that happened, and we did not receive another timed list throughout until now because we still don't have one. Many thought that this was a mistake, but it wasn't really that bad. We received 2 lists for the year of 2016, which I believe was in April and August. You know, I actually like that they picked the A times of the year, the April, August, because it shows that Konami is an asshole, all right? April, August, asshole, okay? Now, if I ever can figure out what money grab, you know, to put an A before the money grab, then that's Konami in a nutshell, all right? This year, we have received 2 lists in almost successive order. This list seems to be aimed at the problematic cards this format as well as a marketing strategy for the next set. Now, this is probably the most pivotal part of the video. Think about what I just said. We received 2 lists in almost successive order in a 3 to 4 month span. That means that Konami isn't out of business yet, and B, that they are still trying to fuck your wallet, all right? Like, they have a hard-on for your wallet. Now, as you guys can detail and analyze the list, it seemed to hit the problematic cards Norden, but then turned around and hit a card called The Grass is Greener, which wasn't a major problematic card to the format. It also hit Speedroid Terratop, which was a card that was, you can't even say long due to be hit because it was a card that has already passed its prime as a very good card. Now, don't get me wrong, it still is a very good card, but it wasn't a problematic card for the format. And as you guys can see on said list, the Pendulum Magician strategy just got a lot stronger by bringing Performer Pal Skullbat Joker, a card that has been on the list since who knows how long, as well as Pendulum Call and Wisdom Eye Magician. Now, how many times have you guys noticed that Konami actually brings a card from 1 to 3? Now, if you guys think about all those instances, you'd be like, never. And to bring 3 cards from the same archetype from 1 to 3, it gives you a little insight of what Konami is trying to do, not only to your wallet, but to the ban list. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't believe that this was an emergency list because every time somebody enters the tournament and tops, Konami checks the list to see how many of X deck does top. If it becomes too problematic, like YCS Pittsburgh and any regional or event until the next week or until June 12th when the list takes effect, then Konami's probably going to address it. And at the same time, anytime a set will be released, Konami will probably use every advantage that they can, which is not limited to the Forbidden List, to promote product. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. I hope you guys have your wallet ready because something's about to go down to it, all right? It might come up missing, it might not, you might quit, you might go play Vanguard, realize that it's Vanguard and come back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Who knows? I want to know what you guys think about the Forbidden List. Also, you can check my reactions to the Forbidden List on this channel at the end of the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.